My name is Elliot. I'm going to pull a card out of this box at random. Tell you what it means. It's a business lesson. Today's card says, without third-party validation, your new customers doubt your integrity. I come across this a lot. So if I'm working with businesses, I will ask them. I say, why would someone pick you instead of someone else? What's the difference? And whatever business you're in, charities, competitive, private sector, public sector, for funding, it's always a competitive environment, even if you don't think it is. So I always say to them very early on, why you? If you were standing in a room, the pair of you, your competitor or the alternative and you, and I was sitting there, why would I pick you and not the other person if the product's virtually the same? And they will say words like quality, quality. And I always say that I don't know what that means. I don't know what quality means. It's just a word that could mean anything. And the test is, when you're selling something, is if I can say it. And so if I can say what you think is your competitive advantage and not get in trouble with trading standards or challenged by anybody, it's not strong enough. And so you need tangible, real things that are not woolly, specific things. And so the best form of validation is someone else says it. So you've got a few factors to consider there. Just throwing the card on the floor. A few factors to consider there. One is, do you really understand why someone picks you instead of someone else? And if you do, can you quantify it? And once you've done that, if you just say it, like, I'm really good at what I do, that is nowhere near as strong a validation as someone else saying it. For example, I'll sit there and I'll say, oh, I've worked with 3,000 businesses and it went well. Okay. And there's some tangible elements to that claim, the 3,000 bit. Right? However, if I just get 5 of those businesses to say, Elliot was really good at what he did and I trust him and he did a good job, that will beat my claim, because third-party validation is much stronger than you saying anything. So there's lots of things to unpack there. One is, do you really understand why you're good, why you're better than someone else, why someone would give you money or choose you for funding over someone else? You just line them up. You're both in the same room. You're both standing there. You might be wearing the same thing. I'm sitting here. I've got my money. Why you, not them? Right? When I define that and drill it down to that very sharp, insightful sentence, that's why I win. And that's how I use a blueprint. I then go and look at what I say on my website, what I say in my communication, in my email signature, and say, have I said that? Because that's the competitive advantage. And once I know what it is, go and find someone else to say it. A third-party validation. That's testimonials. It's easy. Send them an email. What did you like working about with me? What difference did it make? Would you recommend me? That's literally the 3 questions I ask every time. People always reply.